Now at 6, we begin with breaking news, a story that has just taken over the state in the last 24 hours. The 195 West Washington Bridge shutdown and the overwhelming domino effect it's having not only on Providence, but East Providence and Pawtucket. You're looking live at the Washington Bridge with our Skycam HD. 195 westbound lanes on the Washington Bridge abruptly shut down last night right around this time, with the DOT saying that prevented a potentially catastrophic situation. We have live team coverage of the closure of the 195 West at the Washington Bridge. And that traffic mess it's created all the way back into Massachusetts. We begin tonight with ABC 6 News anchor Alyssa Zara joining us live in Providence with more on what state leaders are saying about all of this. Alyssa.
John, RIDOT says they had to shut down the bridge for repairs to ensure safety for all travelers, but is working with the communities most affected to try to figure out a solution to this plethora of traffic. Governor Dan McKee speaking for the first time publicly Tuesday following the immediate closure of the westbound lanes on the Washington Bridge Monday nights. As many Rhode Islanders spend hours in traffic, McKee says officials are working to figure out new travel times for residents.
I think it's in minutes. Did it take you 25 minutes to get over the bridge from point A to point B on a normal day? And now we got to measure what that now is. Is that 50 minutes now, or is that an hour? We got to communicate to people what the time frame is on the particular trips, and also try as best we can lower that count that actually going to use the bridge by finding other options for them.
RIDOT Director Peter Alvidi says the bridge was last inspected in July and was in good condition, but now engineers found a critical failure of some original bridge components.
There are on each side of the bridge 8 pins that are anchor pins that hold major beams in place that as old bridges like this go, if one pin becomes deficient, then it can have a compounding effect on the other pins in the bridge, and that's what happened in this case.
Alvidi says there was no choice but to close down the bridge for repairs, citing safety as a top priority. A single lane for emergency vehicles is now open to help them get from the East Bay to hospitals in the West Bay.
There is a portion of the old bridge structure that we can use safely, and our engineers have certified that we can use at least that one lane of the old bridge for emergency vehicle purposes, police vehicles and rescue vehicles.
With at least 90,000 people traveling over the Washington Bridge every day, the Department of Transportation is working on opening up temporary lanes within the next 2 weeks.
Our engineers are confident that we can have a temporary 2-lane opening to the westbound traffic that will utilize 2 lanes of the eastbound bridge that is adjacent to this.
The current repairs are also requiring a 2-lane closure on 195 East near exit 1A for roughly 2 weeks. Officials expect the bridge to be open and ready in 3 months as long as the weather cooperates. You can find a list of the affected areas on our website, abc6.com. Live in Providence, Alyssa Azara, ABC 6 News.